Our nervous systems have been on quite the roller coaster over the past few weeks, so I wanted to share some tips on how to help calm yours. These are things that I do on a regular basis, some of which I can get my kids involved in. Certainly anybody can do these. It's just a matter of recognizing when you're triggered or feeling anxious, upset, worried, panicked, all of the above, and picking one and trying them. And sometimes one will work one time and not work the next. So it's kind of trying on different things for size. So I'm going to start off with the breathing techniques. So counting while breathing, inhaling 1, exhaling 2, inhaling 3, exhaling 4, all the way up until you get to 10, and then starting back at the beginning. So let's go ahead and try that for a moment. I'm not going to count. You can count on your own with your own breath. So I invite you to close your eyes and breathe with me for a few rounds. We'll do one more round here. Inhaling 1, exhaling 2, inhaling 3, exhaling 4. No matter where you're at, I invite you to open your eyes and come back to the space that you're in. Certainly it's an easy technique that you can use anywhere, anytime to shift your body. Sometimes I like to use inhale number, exhale color if I'm really agitated. So it would be like inhale 1, exhale red, inhale 2, exhale blue. What we're doing is we're shifting from that fight or flight state and the amygdala kind of running the show and back into the thinking brain and the prefrontal cortex. There's many other breathing techniques you can use. I won't get into all of them at the moment. There's box breathing. You're inhaling for 4, holding the inhale for 4, exhaling for 4, holding the exhale for 4. So it's inhale, hold, exhale, hold. And doing a few rounds of that is very helpful. So there's definitely lots of breathing techniques you can use. If your breath is not available to you, if you're feeling like that's kind of where the tension lies, there's other things you can do to get your prefrontal cortex back online. And some of it includes fine motor things like taking a ball and just bouncing it and catching it with one hand while not looking at it. It can certainly be challenging, but this can be an easy way to get your prefrontal cortex back online. Also, taking a ball and balancing it on a book or some other flat surface and trying to keep it steady. Going from hand to hand, back and forth is something that can help bring your prefrontal cortex online. And the reason why we want to do this is just so that we've got the opportunity to check in on ourselves and ask ourselves, am I safe in this moment? Am I okay in this moment? Because oftentimes what happens is we start to future think and come up with scenarios that don't yet exist. And so helping bring our prefrontal cortex back online, our thinking brain, will allow us to recognize that we are indeed safe in the moment. Balancing on one foot is also an excellent way to bring that brain back online, and just doing it for a few minutes, switching feet when you need to. Lastly, I just wanted to suggest things like stimulating safety, putting some sort of weight on the belly. You could do this with like a bag of rice. Adults might want to use something a little bit heavier, maybe a couple bags of rice, but this is perfect size for kids, is placing this on the belly because it helps stimulate the idea of being swaddled. There's also a technique that Peter Levine developed where you place your hand on your forehead and one on your chest, and you stay in this position, just kind of breathing with it until you feel the shift. And once you feel a shift, and it may take a few minutes, it may take 5, whatever, you take the forehead hand and you move it to your belly, and you just place it down here on your belly. And it's also helpful in stimulating safety and calming any sort of panic. The last thing I want to talk to you about is just another easy thing that has been actually proven to help stop panic attacks, which is lying on your back with your legs up the wall. So if this is the wall, you put your legs on the wall and lie in an L shape. So your back is on the floor, your bottom is against the wall, and your legs are up the wall. And that's something that's very helpful for calming any sort of panic or upset and helping bring you back online. So I hope some of these are helpful to you if you're having any moments of just fear that don't seem to be going away. Some of these can be especially helpful if you're waking up in the middle of the night, to bring yourself back to a point where you're feeling, calm and safe and ready to get some rest. So I wish you peace and calm in your life at this time. Thank you.